Okay. Let's look up. Everybody. Good night, good night. Now, we have a question here. May 2024. Mr. Morgan, this guy, let's go. Mr. Morgan. This guy, let's go. Mr. Morgan administered a spelling test to his class. The table below shows the number of words out of 10 that each student spelled correctly. So this 8 represents what? Tell me.
8 students.
8 students spelled
5 words.
number of words, 5 words correct. 4 students spelled
6 words.
2 students good. So the question asks you, for the data set shown above, state the mode. Question. What is the definition of a mode?
Definition of a mode?
Yeah, what does mode mean? The most frequent. Any other thing? The most frequent, it could be a number, item, or something, okay? But the one that has the most. So question, what is the answer? This?
No.
What is the object of this question? Who are we dealing with? We're dealing with students. What? 10 that each student spell. So these is the students. So how much students spell or whatever? What's the most out here? I think I said it wrong.
5 words.
5 words. The most students spell 5 correctly. Okay? So that's the mode. The answer is 5. A big mistake that people normally make, they put the 8. But no, the 8 is telling you that 8 people spell 5 words correct. Okay? And that is 10 either. Because either 10 bigger than 5. It's a number below here that instructs us to know which one up here to pick. Okay? Alright, that's good. Okay, we have number of words. We'll call it X. Next one is what? The next topic is what? Number of students? Number of students. I don't even know. That would be what? Let's call it F. Okay, let's go. Number of words is what? 5, 6, 7, 8,
9, 10.
Okay, how much was for 5?
8, 4, 2, 3, 4. Is it still?
Good. The median is asking you, okay? The median is asking you, what is the median asking you? Somebody tell me. Huh? Median. What does the median? What the median is saying? The number in the middle. So really, if you look at it, how much 5s do we have? How much 5s do we have? No. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How much 6s?
4. 7 times 5 by 8.
3. I'll show you something. 4. Okay. How much 7s?
2. 8, 8.
8.
9, 9, 9.
9, 9, 9.
And 10, 10, 10, 10.
10, 10,
10.
10. Right? This is saying this. So this probably was the original data given or information given, and it was compiled or collated into a table. What happens sometimes, they give you these are what? Mixed up. You understand? You're going to get something mixed up. They got 5 here, they got 6 and then 7. then a 5 again, then a 6, then a 5 again, then a 5 again, then one more 7, then come up more 6, 6, then 6, then 8, 9, 10, 10, 9. And now they're going to mix up, you understand? And you got to go in and pull them out. Pull out the numbers, okay? You understand? Good. By the way, how many numbers is here? 23. Let's count. 8 plus 4. 13, 14, 16, 5,
19,
19.
23.
Good. So the total, the sum of the frequency is, that symbol is called sigma. It's a Greek letter, stands for the sum of. Pass it, come on. Good. So this and this is the same. This is what we call a summation. So instead of going through this long thing, remember it could have been longer. Then I want to do the sum it up into a table. So how much 5 you have? 8. How much 6 you have? 4. How much 7 you have? 2. Now when you come around median, there are 2 types of median. One is formed from an odd number of members, or we call these elements or whatever,
Even.
or even. No, we just established is what? The sum, this means sum of the frequency F is 23. 23 is an odd number. So how do we do this? What is half of 23?
11.
No. No, we're talking about half in terms of cutting 23 in half. What would be the middle number? Okay, let's look at 5 fingers. What 5 fingers for me?
7 and 8.
5, what is the middle number?
3.
3. Nobody best with me, eh? Good.
I better bend that figure to the
If it is 9, what the middle finger will be for 9?
If it's 9, what the middle finger on it?
Sorry, I say rather. 5. Good. So 23 does go up 1 to 24. Half of 24 is what? 12. Let's see now. Let's count 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 26 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's one. This is the median. The symbol we use for median is Q2. You understand? Q2. Good. Now there's a formula as well. And this formula is quite similar to what we just did. Whenever you use the frequency table, this is what you call a frequency table. You use this formula for the median. Half n plus 1 and the th on top. But see that? Let's see by substituting what happens. What do you think n will be? What do you think n will be? 23, we just said it. 23 plus 1 is what?
24.
Half of 24 is the 12, 1. This is 12 in here. The 12 is going to be mentioned here. This is what? 12.
12. Okay.
12. The 12th number. Whether forward or what? Backwards. If you count 12 forward up to backwards, you're going to get the middle number, which is the median. Again, write this for me, please. This formula only applies to what? I said it just now. And I mentioned things and I don't listen. Frequency what? Table. Please. Don't forget that. And there's another one that we drop off the plus 1. Oh, that's so cute. Alright, so let's go. On campus, like I say.
Mind your business.
I try to my face in this one. Alright, so good. Now this is the long way. In exams, I don't expect you to write down 5 8s, 4 6s, 2 7 to 8 Kelsey. This is what I expect you to do. You look at this and we form what we call a cumulative frequency column. So CF stands for cumulative frequency, okay? Everybody knows what to spell cumulative? Cumulative frequency. To everyone else. Well, I said for you. Be careful.
He's a math teacher.
That's right.
Math teachers cannot spell, and English teachers can't count.
Okay.
It's true.
So let's go now. So we realize we have 8 as our starting point. And then 8 plus 4. How much do I do that? 4 plus 8 give us now what? 12. Okay? You bring the 12 here. 12 plus 2, 14. Then you can continue. 16, 19,
and
23. Okay? Now looking at these numbers, 8 is still less than the 12. Would you agree?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the 8 number there. Okay? 4 more give us the 12 number, which is our what? Median already. So if you didn't do that, we know that the 12th number, 8 plus 8 plus 4 give us 12. So our median on the frequency table will be here. Now it might look lopsided. You say, oh yeah, it's so early, the median show up. Why did the median show up so early? Tell me, who tell me before come and say? Why the median show up so early on this? It's a very simple answer, guys. Don't think I have to do a complex question. Look at the numbering. Look at the numbering here.
We don't know that.
We adding here. We don't know we adding.
We don't know why the other plan. We add one and we don't divide, so we know. We don't know how to tell you.
Look at the numbers. Look at that. Which is the biggest number?
8.
Which is the second biggest number?
4.
You don't hit 12 already? But if you come this way, you'll be 4, 7, 9, 11. We still ain't reach 12. You realize that?
Yes.
But coming down, we don't hit 12 from here. Because the bigger numbers are on top. So sometimes you're looking for median in a frequency table, you're going to drop. There's not all thing you're going to drop in the middle of the table. If the bigger numbers are early, you're going to drop early. If the bigger numbers are later, you're going to drop later. Okay? So that's why I have to remember that. You can't remember all this?
Yeah.
I couldn't go back over all that. Good. So take down that for me, please, quickly. Something I need to mention about median. Median, the numbers must be placed in order. Whether ascending, very good, or descending. There's no way to find the median if you got numbers them all over the place. You can't have 5, 6, 7, 5, 8, 9, 10, 6, 7, 8, 5, and you're trying to find the median. That don't make sense, okay? You have to put them in order. Order. Alright? Good. Okay, good. So now we are on the mean. Thank you, Kalandri. We're on the mean. The mean is found differently. So now I want to remember this. When you're looking for the mode, just simply look at the one that has the most frequent item, number something, okay? The most frequent one. That's for the mode. Median, things must be done in order. So what do? If you're going to do it the regular way, list the numbers in order, find the middle one. Remember, if it is an even number, then what do you do to find the median? So it was just
The even number. You use 7 and
6, this is 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So it was just these 6.
7 and 7.
Good.
7 and 7.
Okay, we make this into a different number then.
Or you want to make out the add?
6.
7 and 6 are the thing.
Right. So then what you do?
6 and 7.
No. Yeah, good.
6 plus 7 and you divide them by 2.
Why? You're supposed to add up the 2 middle numbers, right? 6 plus 7 divided by 2. 6 plus 7 is what? 13.
Divided by 2. So 6.5. What's that?
Yes, sorry. Yes, 6.5. But that's a misleading though, because I realize what you say, I have to correct it. Listen to this, eh? This number don't have to be a number right next to it. What about if it was like 10, 11, 13, excuse that, okay? Then you still do what? 6 plus what?
10.
Which is what? 16 divided by 2, which would be 8. So 8 has to be the 0.5 all the time, okay?
No, but I'm working it out.
No, I was even intelligent than you. Yeah, you're correct, yes. So don't just work out, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Just add the 2 middle numbers and divide by 2, whatever the numbers are. Alright? And then, so the median for this is 8. The median sometimes is a number that don't even fall within what is here. You might see that?
Yeah.
And there's no 6.5 here. There's no 6.5 here, but what? That has to be the median. That there's no other number you could use. That there's no middle number. Matter of fact, let me just say it that way. There are 2 middle numbers. So you have to find the midway between the two of them. Good. That's for that. Now for the mean, Kelsey, give me the formula. Sum of okay, now let's see it as fx, okay? But it could be x times f. That is still multiplication. Very good. Sum of x times f or f times x. I have this f times x, so use that as f times x up here, okay? And then what's below here? Sum of f, correct. Some books give you this. Okay? They're both saying the same thing. Clearly, the top saying the same thing. You just remove the multiplication sign and the brackets. Okay? Everybody watching? Malaka, you watching? You watch. You watching?
He said Malaka is over there.
Malika, let's go. You watching? Good. So, f times x and the sum of f. But normally, the sum of f is how much persons you're dealing with. You understand? So some books just simply put add n. Number of items you're dealing with, or in this case it's people, number of people you're dealing with. So both formulas are the same. Now you have to figure out what is the sum of fx. So this is f, this is x. Okay? Remember it's the same multiplication. So 8 times 5, you can have 5 times 8, whichever way you want to say it is what? 40. 6 times 4. 7 times 2.
14, 16,
16.
27, and 40.
No, this is an easier way. Instead of doing, let's go, 10, 20, let's go together guys. 10, 20, 30, 40, 49, 58, 67, dropping by 2 down. 67, right?
74.
75, 75,
Wait.
75,
And then
83, 83,
then 90,
90, 97, then
and then 101. How we go?
no, 97 and 6 is 103,
103. Why these numbers are that?
109,
109,
115, 121,
26.
26,
then 31.
126, 131, okay, 131, right? Let's add in 10s now. 141, 151, 161, okay? Add in 10s now, okay, what's that? Remember that number here. Remember that number. Let's go. 7 plus 6
13.
plus 4. Pick your body, let's go.
13.
Come in, you're cool. If I only hear come in, there'll be something wrong with this class, eh? Let's go. 7 plus 6
13.
plus 4
17.
plus 4.
21.
So we're getting 1 up to 161 already? 21. 4 plus 2?
6.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. So you see my point now? I went to the long way to show you that what they're simply doing is simply adding up all of these. And we all know what mean is. to add up everything and divide by how much you want. You have. You agree?
Yeah.
Good. So this is the easier way. Since you have 8 5s are what? 40. Since you have 2 7s are what? 14. Okay? So you have 161. So what goes on top? The camera run away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have 161 divided by my lead car. 161 divided by what? I tell you book for me, please. Where your book? You there? Okay, because see a linear your back and you can't do it. My lead car. What goes here? Class, tell them what goes here. Prove my point. Pay attention. Okay? Malika, I'm picking on you. What is like mean? I don't help her. That's wrong with us. Okay? What is like mean?
Yes.
Huh? Yes. So take your calculator and divide that for me, please.
How come you get down that phone?
It's going. And it joins the money.
Okay, let's go. The attendance officer at a particular school recorded the time T in minutes taken by each student in a group to travel to school. The data collected is shown on the cumulative frequency curve. So that same cumulative frequency column we had, cumulative frequency curves look like this. It always look like a S. And you know why? Because you're building up. You ain't gonna down because the number going up all the time. The number keep increasing. Okay? Now, we have a limit of here what? The highest number here is what?
20.
20. Look here. You need to establish this early. I want you to understand. Look at this. We are going in intervals of how much?
20.
I want to hear everybody.
20.
Well, how much lines are between 0 and 20 and 20 and 40? How much lines? Horizontal lines? 5. No, let's set it with 5. If each line, horizontal line is 5, let's go. 5, 10, 15. Let's see. 5, 10, 15. What?
So I four.
Good. So can use 5.
So I use 4.
So since you have 5, 5 4s are what? 20, right? So let's go now. 4, 8, 12, 16. Good. 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. So we're consistent. So we're going to buy what? 4s over here. Okay? But look down here now. We have a 20, 40. You have what? 10, 20, 30, 40. So we're going to buy what? 2 steps? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Go so down here is plus 2. So find out to record that if you to remind yourself of that. Always find how the scale is done. My friend, you with us? You with us? Right? You with us?
You me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So, you watching on your phone? This? Don't tell a lie here. Good. So now, the question asks what? The question asks. Yes, using the cumulative frequency curve, find and estimate 1, the number of students who took at most 32 minutes to travel to school. Sorry, how many minutes be? Which axis?
X.
You must see that? Good. Can somebody come to the board and show me where 32 minutes will be? Come to the board and show me where 32 minutes will be.
Yeah.
After 30.
Somebody come to the board.
Yeah, man, they come to the board. I tried to find it.
Excellent. Good job. What's that? So we're going in twos. So this is 32. They asked the number of students who took at most 32 minutes to travel to school. The number of students will be on what axis? Huh? The Y. So then what you do, you go up and see where that line touches. And then you go across. What would that be? 44.
52,000.
What? 44?
48.
I want to hear everybody. 44, 48, 52. 52 persons, okay? 32 minutes. Alright? Reading graphs are supposed to be your friend in exams. Because all you do is watch and take off the result, okay? Nothing easier than that. If they tell you to draw this, then that's a bit more difficult. They say draw, then they say read it, which is easy. Next question says, the interquartile range. Now, quartile. What does the word quartile sound like to you? Quarter. So you have to divide 220 into 4 parts. Okay? Can you do that? Can somebody divide 220 by 4? Tell me what that is? Huh? 55. 55? Okay, let's see if we get something like that. Good. Now, as I told you before, this formula, Q1, Q2,
That one here, where the first one? We had to show it on the graph
no, we use it to find the answer.
and just where the answer was.
Yes. If your eyes go, you're going to write 52. But I'll advise you, if the graph is going to be for the exam, take a line and go up with a ruler and pencil and come back. That's it. It's something to read. It's something to read. But it helps if you write the wrong number and you put it on. Remember, this is the estimate to it. So next week, if you say 53, I don't think they'll kill you. Because it's an estimate. Remember, you're going to buy how much? 4. The landry, you're not with us today, you know. But, hey, don't come at that. You just shock me bars then. Alright? Let's go. Now, the normal formula, you can't see this one time, was it? The normal formula was this. I remember this? Not this half. I remember this? That's the normal formula for frequency what? Table. But when you're dealing with a cumulative frequency graph, we shift to this. Keep working half. What's that? We don't add the 1. Because the graph is already more accurate than the numbering, okay? So just shift to this, remember that. For median, we would have used this. But for the frequency, cumulative frequency graph, we're going to use what? What do you think we use? Watch this and watch this.
No, that is a half. Would be a half. And TH.
Good.
All that you're gonna finish with that number.
And then the 3 quarters will be what?
1/3. Or 3 quarters.
Remember, this is 2 quarters.
Yeah.
3 quarters would have normally be this. But for the cumulative frequency, we're going to use.
3 quarters and TH.
Good.
Come on, 3.
Huh? Q3 will be the, when we divide it into quarters. Okay? Yeah. Remember when you got chocolate like this. To make a chocolate into 4 parts, in 3 lines, you have to make 1, 2, 3 lines.
Yeah.
Right.
This one.
Thank you. I'll be told that a lot.
Oh my God.
Let's substitute. N is what? 220. 220. So what is the quarter of 220? Somebody tell me. Right, so equals 55, and I don't space. What is a half?
110.
110, sorry, make another space. What is 3/4? Huh? Very good. 165. Now, there's something called interquartile range. Interquartile range is taking away the third quartile, sorry, taking away the first quartile from the third quartile. Okay? We're taking away the first quartile from the third. What was the first quartile? 55, guys. I'm not asking no complex question. I tend to ask obvious questions. So if you don't understand the obvious question, that means you're not paying attention. Okay? What is Q3?
165.
Bye-bye. Let's go over here now. Different. Where 55 be? Let me get this down. What do you think 55 will be? 40, 44. Let's go. 44.
46.
44. What next?
48.
48.
52.
52.
No, you're going up too much. Don't.
No, wait. 52. What next one will be?
56.
Remember, 55 just below 56, you know.
Yeah.
So you basically use the 56 line, but this is slightly below. If you got a nice sharp pencil, it's not the 56 line, okay?
Yeah.
When you go across here, where did I stop?
Right, 32.
That at the 32 line. So 32 has to go here. You realize I was making a mistake by subtracting 55 from 165. But really, this is the indicator to find what time you're looking for. What the question asks again? The question said.
The interquartile range.
Of what?
That's it. Just to find the interquartile range.
Good. So the interquartile range based on time.
Oh.
So you use these to find these, to subtract. So the 55th and the 165th number. The 55th number is 32. The 165th number, somebody gonna tell me now. I'll figure it out. Let's go. What is it gonna be?
64.
160.
168, 172.
172. Oh, we got to hide up?
Yeah.
So 164 is here, right?
Yeah.
So if you use it a little bit above this line, it's a little above, use a straight line, don't have a ruler. Where we stop at?
Can I see if you're in?
Wait.
64? No, yes, 54. 54. Oh, 50. Yeah, that's the
54.
54.
Yeah, it's 54. I just want to back check the notes, you see. Sorry, I don't have a ruler. Those who actually have the thing printed, do that on your paper, guys, okay? If you like printed, then I don't know what you're going to do. Okay?
What is that? Was it showing any graph or is it just?
It helps, the graph is to help you. Remember, say you get the graph, you can't find it if you don't use the graph. You know? Because what will be the 55th number unless you got the graph? You understand? So you have to use the graph. So what's the subtraction now? What's the interquartile range? The interquartile range. Let me write that word please. The quartile range is 22. Actually, I give a little history lesson here. Again, this is not to apply to the graph, to the cumulative frequency graph. This is done when you're dealing with what? The frequency table. You use this, you drop out the +1 when you're dealing with the frequency, closing frequency graph. Understand? Good. And then when you find the Q1 and Q3, I'm supposed to put down Q1 and Q3. Sorry, you see. This is Q1. Where Q2 gonna be, sorry.
Yes, what?
What Q2 gonna be? Where the media gonna be?
Yes, I'm like that.
Only you're talking in here. 104, 108, 110. So Q2 gonna be somewhere here. Yeah. And then ask straight there. Then they come down, okay? Then they ask straight.
Okay, can drop me back.
But I show you in case they ask straight, yes. And this is what? Q3.
42.
What 42, 43. I look at between. Then again, no, it's not the line for you. 40. It's true, you know, I went from here all the way to here. I was supposed to come down to 42, yeah. Okay, that's if they ask you. They ask you that though. Okay, everybody understand? Good, so we're cooking on gas. So the interquartile range is the range between here and here. But when you transpose it down to down here. So it's really 54, take away what? 32. What's the span of 54 take away 32? What's the span? 22. That's good. That's about minutes.
So these cats at random, which is split with placement. And then it's split with word on each can.
Okay, good. The letters in the word positivity are each written on separate cards and placed in a bag. That's here picks 2 of these cards at random with replacement. Now the thing you have to understand with this is this keyword here with replacement. It simply means if I have a bag, positivity on cards in the bag. If I take out P, I'm still thinking that P will be replaced in the bag. In other situation where I take out P, left back what? Positivity. Do I understand? Right, you're still judging the letters they take out but based on the total they have. Right, so here they ask you now. Find the probability that she picks the letter as an I, right?
I.
Good. I. That's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. It's 3 out of 10. But it said also, then. That means the experiment didn't stop there. It continues to now ask you to find that why? V.
So V is 1 out of 10.
Good. So if it continues,
1 out of 10.
it's technically how to do this.
Oh,
Becomes 3,
over 10.
no,
Over 10.
3 over 100.
Yeah, you put me to 10 times and
What's that? Now I'll prove it to you. Let me see something here. Let me see. Corinne. Somebody got carried, so I can use it. Ted. Everyone said Tamaro. Aquila. Val. Next letter. Kelsey don't care already. Kalanji still care. S. You might not like Kalanji and Kelsey. Okay? If I pick, what's the probability of me picking K?
3 over 7. 3 over 7. Let me say it. 3 over 7.
3 over 7. Okay, let me change that.
Hold on.
What's the possibility of me picking Sanya then Val? Look at it. if I pick, first put me in the back, and I pick Sanya, right? I can pick Sanya, then Kelsey. I can pick Sanya, then Kimani. How much chance I got? That's 2 chances I got, right?
Yeah.
Sanya, then what? The next game was? Korean. Guys, I want you to pay attention for this. This is so serious. I just went Sanya, Kamadi, Sanya, Kelsey, Sanya, Korean. That's 3 chances I got. Sanya, then what? What team was it again? Tomorrow. Sanya, then. So, Sanya, then tomorrow. Sanya, then. Good. Then Sanya, then Machigo. How much chance I got? 7, right? Good. That's 6. But what about if I say no, Valsheva, then Sanya? Valsheva, then Sanya? Then Valsheva, and we there again. What is it for A? What? Akilo. Valsheva, then what? Tomorrow. Valsheva, then? Good. How much chance is that though?
6.
So you realize how you ballooning?
Yeah.
I still got to do Akira then Valsheva, Akira then Sanya, Akira then Tamara, Akira. So it just keep ballooning and ballooning. That's why they multiply. You understand?
Yes.
It can get bigger. I think I should use smaller letters, less letters, sorry. It'll be much easier.
We catch the G.
Yeah, the point is, all those are possibilities. Okay? So the possibility for all of these words here, because it's 10 words, she is 1 to 10, V is 1 to 10, this is 3 to 10. When combined, it comes 3 out of what? 100. Because period O, period S, period S.
It's just a possibility.
Good. Good. O with P, O with S, O with no, and S with O, P, and S with I. So it goes up to 100, start to below. If you start to do it actually, physically, you're going to realize you reach 100 choice. You understand?
Yeah.
Good. So don't let the number try out as a 3 out of 100. Only 10 letters, trust me, it's that about the time. You're going to take. Alright? So basically, that's it. Let's just take a scan of the big faces and come back and register before you go. Okay, so let's look at the question, guys. Somebody read the question for me, please. Thank you for reading. Let's read again now.
So somebody did read.
Right.
Okay.
So since this sounds so loud now, after the fact that I actually read, can you read that for me, please?
Sure, no problem. The mass M in kilograms of 120 pneumons of hospitals recorded in the million.
Okay, good. So we have 2.6. Now mass is what we consider continuous information or data. For example, if I count the class, I have discrete persons. I have 1 person, 2 person, 3 person, 4 persons. But with a height is so continuous that somebody might be 0.0001 centimeters more or less than somebody. It's very hard to tell. You understand? So height and weight is a continuous number system. Within 1 and 2, let me look at height. Between 186 meters and 136 centimeters and 137 centimeters, there is a plethora of numbers between here. Would you agree? You guys with me today? Yeah. Within height, somebody could just be slightly above. The number is like infinitesimal. There's so much numbers between. Let's look at the numbers. Between 0 and 1. How much number between 0 and 1? How much? Between 0 and 1, how much numbers do you have? 10, you say? 20? 100?
A lot.
If I tell you infinite, you will understand what I mean?
Yeah.
What does infinite mean?
Never ending.
Do you guys know how much fractions is between 0 and 1?
A lot.
And guess you, half of half is what? Hey guys, if I am a little bit here today, just let me know, you know. Half of half is what? I know half of a half is what? A half of a half is quarter. A half of a quarter is 1/8. Just multiply the denominators. Half of 1/8, 1/16, 1/32nd, 1/64, 1/28. You understand? 1 over 256, 1 over 512. What is going on here? You think you'll never stop? You'll never stop. There's endless fractions between 0 and 1. Endless. Endless. Infinity. So we go height and weight. This is the result of what has to happen because there is no discrete number. You either have a belt or you don't have a belt. You either have a person, 3 persons in the class, or you don't have them. You can have a half of a person. Okay? You understand? Good. So there's a difference between discrete. What the other word? Up to discrete. Have you read the document? What's the other one? If it's not discrete, it's what? It's continuous data. Don't you read the document? Okay, we'll move on from that. Okay, good. This is state the model class. That should be simple. What is the model class? Very good. So you write back this, people. 30 newborn babes born within that range of numbers. 4.4. This is saying the baby weighs more than 4.4, but the baby could equal, but it has to be less than 5.3. So the baby could be 5.3 or less, but the baby cannot be what? No, you said wrong. The baby cannot be 4.4. Because 4.4 is less than the baby's weight. You understand that now? So the baby is more than 4.4, but it can equal to 5. The baby could be fat as 5.3 or less. Okay? How do we know? 30 babies were in this group. So that's the model class. So those who say this is the model class, good job. What's the next question before I move on to the data? Oh, the table to complete, so move this. Everybody have this then? You will blame everything from here, but.
By the way,
What, blame music? Outside? Oh, feel all lawyers. Somehow, you have to start attending class, okay? You have a clash? So you have to start the class, okay? I was giving this speech when you walked in late. Yeah. That's why I'm picking on you right now, because you missed the whole speech. Okay. All right, let's go now. I will advise these guys, those who get a chance to photocopy these papers to work on them, it will be a help to you. Please make the sacrifice, make the investment. Okay? You have the papers in your possession in your phones, okay? Okay, so model class. Okay, good. So what's next? What the question asks? Complete the table below. Let's read together, class. Okay, very good. Good start. Good start. Those who started very good. Some people say no in the mouth. Let's go. Let's go. After 2. 1, 2.
Complete the table below and calculate the
Why do you think they use the word estimate? It can't be exact. And you know why it can't be exact? What on this, what column proves to you that it can't be exact? The midpoint. Because the baby's weights were all over the place, you don't know exactly. All you're saying that 7 babies born within that weight class. What the actual weight was, you don't know. You previously knew, but when you created this, you did not take down what actually the child weighed. You understand? All you said the child weighed between here. So now we can backtrack and say, what was the children's actual weight? We don't know. So what we said then, well, we have to find a midpoint to represent. This midpoint is representing this group. You understand? Because without that midpoint, because some baby is going to be weigh more than this, and some baby is going to weigh what? Less. And because we don't know what weight they were, we simply just put a midpoint to represent everybody. That's the safest thing. Hence the word what? Estimate. So those who answered, very good. Those who knew what didn't say anything, God bless you still. Can you still know? Okay? Now, from 2.6 from 3.5 is how much? Who could tell me? Use the calculator quick. 2.6, take it away from 3.5. What do you get? That's right, I didn't stutter. Huh? 0.9. So the difference between here and here is what? 0.9. 0.9 divided by 2 gives you what? 0.45. Picture it as 90, and this is 90. Half of 90 is what? Good. You see that? Good. So 2.6 plus 0.45. What does that give you? Let's see. 5. Badao. So it proves our point. Why divide by 2? Who can tell me? Huh? Why divided by 2? Why I divided by 2, class? I'm asking not a hard question like you can answer. You know. I don't ask hard questions. I ask obvious questions. What the Sanya said is one reason why we use the word estimate. What column? The midpoint. To find the midpoint of anything, what do you have to do? Divide by 2 or multiply by a half. So I found how wide the range was, and I divided by 2. And I recognized, oh, they went up each time by what? Point what? So what do you think happening here? Well, I don't think that happens here. That was happening here. No. I'm saying, you could just want the pattern here, but I'm saying that either way, this is increasing by 0.45. So half of this, let's say be 0. What? This is going to be 0.9, right? The range, right? And half of 0.9 is what? 0.45, right? So you add that to what now? You're going to add 0.45 to what? Let's see if it works. So 3.5 plus 0.45. You don't see the answer, isn't it?
Yeah.
5, 9, 3.95. You see that? So continue to find the answer for here. Continue to find the answer for here. I'm going to call on somebody specific. You don't know who I'm calling, and you're going to give me the answer, because a lot of you like to wait for somebody to bust up the answer, blurt it out. No, everybody work it out. Get the calculator. Alright, good. Quickly, guys, let's go. What's the answer for here? 5.75. And Monisha, answer for here? That's what I call you. So do it now. I'll forever hold your peace. Esdaille, what's the answer for here? Huh? You didn't do it as well? Well, you 7.55. Now question, guys, I'm going to show you a trick. If you did not figure out this, is there another way you could have find the answer? Look at the numbers.
You could have add them and then divide by 2.
There's an even more easier pattern than that.
I know. Just you could have just checked it before.
Watch, you have 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You have what? 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. After these trees, you have what? 4, 5, 6, 7. There are many ways you're going to find the answers. But that's dangerous there. Now look here. You see 3.45, 3.95? There's a number coming up and I'm the same, a 7 again, whatever the numbers, similar, sorry. The 7. So all they can use that as a pattern. The real pattern is what? Somebody tell me, what's the real pattern we're doing here? The real pattern is what? Somebody saying it? 0.0. The range of all of them is 0.9, and half of it is, and then what do you do with the 0.45? We add it to the lower, what do we call this? How do you name it? The main tissue the word. The lower, guys, give me the name for this area. Lower boundary, yes. Or limit. By the boundary or limit, made to show. So, please write that somewhere. The range of numbers, there's a difference of 0.9. You find half of it, which is 0.45, then you add it to the lower boundary or the lower limit. I think that's the limit actually. It should be the lower limit. Okay? Good. And so for those, yes. For those who don't know, after you don't do this is self-explanatory. This is X, this is F. They say frequency times midpoint, frequency times midpoint, times. So multiply F times X. So don't do that for you. You could check it by back check it. 7 times 5 is 35. Count the 3 is a 0, the 3 will drop down. 7 times 3 is 21. So it's correct. So then just simply multiply 29 by that, 8 by that. Quickly, I'll call somebody. Juvante. Get your calculator working quick more there. Let's go. Summer, this is yours. You can answer after Juvante. You ask me which one of me you guys see where you are, come closer. This one, the last one. Get a calculator. Yes. 166.75. Somebody back check that for me, please. They say a calculator.
Yeah.
Korea answer first.
I don't do it.
That should be trying, you know what you're doing? Let's go, Summer. That winter. 60.4. You know what I do to back check in my head? I just say 8 times 7 is 56. And if I want this to 8 times 8 is 64. So you can fall between 56 and 64. So I know the answer has to be correct. Things that I do to back check work. Am I understand what I said?
Yes.
I ignore the 0.555 and I say 8 times 7 is what? 56. And I say, well, maybe I'll do 8 now. 8 times 8 is 64. So the answer must fall between 56 and 64. But that's what I do for back check in my head. To make sure that I ain't punching nothing wrong in the calculator. So what of this, as again, you guys did not know. Anybody could tell me something you did not know from this? Then let's say with us today. Anything on this you never see before? Everything you saw before? Yes. The main point? Okay. So, if you realize something, when you're dealing with discrete items like how much basketballs in the room, how much belt somebody possess, or how much people in the class, those are discrete data. Somebody for the other one for me is continuous. I'm telling you about the other one. It's going to be early in the paper on the front page. Right? But when you're dealing with height, weight, give me something else. How about water in a jug? How you measure water in a jug? What measurement you use? Volume. You can exactly know. There's no 1 centimeter versus 2. Because between 1 centimeter and 2, you could have what? A little favor, a little higher. So in other words, water hard to check. You understand? Water can follow all the numbers possible. Anyone understand what I'm saying? Yes. So, yes. So things like volume, height, and weight, you're gonna see things look like this. Because there's no exact number to represent weight. So if somebody weighs 164 pounds, the person technically could be 164 pounds and what? And ounces. And then below ounces is still something. When I went to England, I was shocked. I didn't know pounds. There's a measurement higher than pounds. It's called stone. So I was driving past, I see somebody said this thing weigh 14 stones. So I started to laugh. Right? I said, oh, they might be compared to stones. Until I look it up, the division up just above pounds is stones. In England, they still measure things by stones. I ever heard that before? No. So it could be 2 stone, 4 pounds, and 6 ounces. No, they don't want from the metric system. I don't know. So you only experience these things when you travel. Anyway, you have the answers. You have to move on quickly. It's a long video, man. Yes, continuous variable, very good. It happened after me. Right. So the sum of fx goes for here, and the sum of f, which is the same as n. The good thing is they told you how much the n is, 120. And you add up all of this, this is 25. 25 plus 30 is how much, class? Quickly. 55. 55 plus 30, don't ignore. Add on 30. 55 plus 30. 55 plus 30. 85. Take off 1. 84. Let's use the 8. 84 plus 8.
92.
Huh? Yeah, 92. Why? Take the 8 from this now. 92 plus 8 is 100. Plus the 20. 120. I'll give you ways to check things quick in your head. Good. So, what was he again, class? What was he again?
166.7.
That was not down here?
And 60.4.
Look at this too.
But then the end was
See what you got, see?
we don't have to see that, yeah.
You got to glass and we'll see. He gone.
Maybe we can
I'm afraid somebody want to abuse me.
and last class, he doesn't go without the hat.
I feel like I want to abuse me. I feel so. Then what is the sum? Shakir wants to give me an answer. Shakir, what is the sum of fx? No, the sum of fx. Not the sum of f. What's the sum of f? Yes, okay, maybe. Well, as you look it up, somebody give me quick, because the camera won't. Let's go. 651.3. You're not going here. You don't have to do it twice. I'm only doing it twice because to show you that that formula works as this, okay? You don't have to do it twice, you understand?
Yes.
You pick whichever formula applies. They're the same. So Shakira, what's the answer? Huh? Okay, God bless you, soul. I like when you vex. You still know some vex.
Me, I'm not even a vex, don't think I'm vex, man.
Okay, awesome. God bless you, soul. And the body of the pardon. I don't mess with you.
Yes, 5.4
to 75, so we round up to what? 5.4, okay? And the reason why we round it to 1 decimal place, because all of these are already in 1 decimal place, so good, okay? 5.4. I want to go to class, I want to go? Yeah. So this is correct. When the word correct to 1 decimal place, I'm being lazy right now, okay? You with that? Good. So again, we had last class, yes, sorry? Huh? Oh, kg. Yes, kg. Very good. Kilograms. Thank you, sir. But for future, I don't know if you can see it on the board. This is the symbol for me. An X with a bar above it, okay? So somebody don't want to say the word me. Okay? If you see me put an X with a bar above, maybe wait a little clearer. An X with a bar above, that means what? Me. You see that in the document, as you go to the document, as you get a chance. Okay? So please don't forget, whether it's discrete or continuous, you have to find the sum of fx and the sum of f. The only difference is, with discrete, you will not have midpoint. You understand? You will have the actual reading, the actual numbers. You understand? When you come on continuous, we have this. Again, somebody explain why we have midpoint for continuous in your own words? Can somebody explain to me why continuous have to have a midpoint? It's an estimate. Because we did not know what was the original weights that was recorded. It's like I go on the class and take all of your weight. Then I say, oh, I got 5 people in here between this weight. I got 6 people between this weight. So I show it on paper. When I come back to this now, I say, but may I remember what CXC weight was? So how am I find out what the average weight be? After you know estimate. And the best estimate in anything is a midpoint. Because the midpoint represents the highest part and it still pulls up the lowest part. Okay, understand? Good. Can I clear the board? I'm going to ask this formula here again. Eh? Please remember the formulas, please. Somebody say this in the formula sheet. I don't think the formula is the formula sheet, so that's the formula have to be remembered. Right, so now that must be this way. Let's go quickly, guys. I gotta celebrate the anniversary.
You want to celebrate that?
The anniversary. As the first statement says,
Exactly.
Let's go. Read the please, let's go. One newborn is chosen at random. Guys, we have to read. When we read, we internalize what the question is saying. Guys, we have to read. I am not saying to read because this is a kindergarten class. We have to read. When we read, we watch, we internalize. You have to go from here to here to here. That means you went through your system. Let's go. One newborn. Find the probability. Kilogram, that's kilogram. You know, that's a kilogram. So, greater than what, 5.3? I remember the question I had to move it, yeah? You see, what the probability that the newborn has a mass greater than 5.3. Can somebody come to the board and show me which category starts the greater than 5.3? Can you come to the board, sir?
I know you have to.
Okay. Come on.
Starting from here, this is the midpoint.
So where? So which one is it? From there? Why? Good. Why? Because why this one can't use? Oops, sorry. Thank you, sir. Huh?
It needs to be above 5.2.
What? And what is he saying?
5.2.
That 900 means equal to, obviously. So that discount this category one time. For you see 5.3 again, this is what? This is greater than 5.3. So it doesn't say it in the thing. So let's look at this now. What the question asked again? What's the probability of what? Good. So we're going from here. 29. What else? Somebody tell me.
29, 28, and 8.
Add up them three.
64.
So 29, 28, and 8 out of what?
120.
120. Which is what he said? But what that is, somebody didn't say it already?
65.
That's why I asked you, I'm making sure.
I'm sure you don't like that.
That's the probability. Okay? I will advise you though, fractions, we don't leave fractions
Like so.
like so. We want to see in its lowest term. So then Lisa, can you help me bring that in the lowest term? You can reduce that for me? Try 5. Can 5 get to 65? Somebody help her. What does 5 to 65 is? 30 times. And 5 to 120. 20 what? 4? Good. You can represent it like that. What's the percent? Divide 13 by 24. Tell me what you get. 0.54. And that's at a percent. Who could bet that to a percent? Just move the decimal point. 54. So all these three, this is correct, this or this. Any of these can work. I gave you 3 versions. You don't think it's 63. Don't give 60 this one down. Why? Who tell me?
And then one is like one after that decimal.
Either as a decimal, a percent, or fraction in its lowest term. Or some people say simplest form. Okay? For me, and I give you a correct scale. I don't have 60, but take off your math and leave it at that. I know I'm after 68, so. So, question, as we, come on, people working on this, how again do you find the mean of a question? You mean of a series of
Some of the
but some of the frequencies that over.
But yeah, say means.
No, she said some of the frequencies over.
Oh, what you want? The formula I want. Right,
She said the formula, but she said the formula wrong.
Oh.
The sum of the frequency times x in continuous, x will be the midpoint, but in discrete, x will be the spot, the numbers themselves. Okay? Right. So, first of all, if it's continuous, you have to find what the midpoints are. Then you have to multiply the frequency by the midpoint. Then you sum up all of these and divide it by the sum of the frequency. You understand? So sum of the frequency times the midpoint divided by the sum of the frequency. This applies to discrete as well. You see fx, you find the sum of fx, and you find the sum of the frequency. And you divide it. So remember that mean, that's the formula for mean. This question is asking you next now for what? What next question is asking you?
cumulative frequency table.
Good. Now, this is another thing you need to remember. When you find the mean, I think they're going to find the mean, right? This question, they find the mean. The next question I ask you. Not mean, median, sorry.
The medium is the last.
The median is the last one, okay. Now, normally, they want you to put the cumulative frequency because they're looking here to find the median. I keep saying mean. Guys, whenever you see them giving you this to find the median, to find the cumulative frequency, they're heading for you to find the median. So, but to find the mean is the sum of fx and it's divided by the sum of f. To find the median for a frequency table, listen me carefully, everybody watch, everybody heads up. You don't use midpoint for median. When you deal with median and cumulative frequency, you use the upper limit. Everybody hear that? So to find the mean, you use the midpoint. Mean, that's it. The median, which is going to come from the cumulative frequency, you use the upper limit. Okay? That is crucial to know. So the man will use the midpoint to find the median. The midpoint is representative, as Shakasi said, of all the values within that range. For the cumulative frequency, we need a point where the range ends. To say, okay, at 3.5, how many people have at 3.5? 7. Or you put it this way, how many people is less than 3.5? 7. How many people were less than 4.4? 25. Remember, this is cumulative, eh? That means that 7 is in that 25. You understand that? Yes. Because what number was really here? Who can remind me? 18. Right, so 7 plus 18 is what? 25. So 7 is in this. The upper limit, sir. Use my words, please. Don't make up the words that come put up in here. Good. Huh?
I use where you have to take the cumulative frequency plus the actual frequency.
This is not frequency, sir.
Down here from the other table.
Okay, well, yes, you could.
Go
why? Yeah, oh, okay, good. I don't know. Well, so what's next?
Baby, 84.
Okay, Corey, be quiet. Dominique, what's next? Don't lie with me, this is fun. Dominique, you last? Dominique, go back to the other graph. Go back to the frequency. Go to your frequency. We see 7, 18 coming down. Right? Yes, 7, 18. What the next number was for this? 30. So 30 plus 25 is 55, right? Remember, I was adding them up down in the class. What was the order in this one? Right, so 29 plus 55 is 54. So what is here? 84, 84. Thank you. Daniqua. See my point now. It's final answer. 120. It took a while, but you got there. Good job, guys. That was just a joke. That was just a joke. Right. My man, I shouldn't leave. I shouldn't leave the graph.
Yes.
I shouldn't leave the graph to try something here. You have, yeah. Am I going to do that thing for me? We plot it again. What was it again? It was what? 5.3 was what? Guys, let's go. 5.3 was what?
55.
That's the right spot? Yeah. Next one was what? 6.2 was 7.1 was and 8 was this. Okay, good. So we go like that, That. Good. Remember, I gave you two formulas for median. But the question asked, the question for me, guys. Use the diagram to do what? So which median you gonna use? Give me the two of them.
You go
Half.
bracket n plus 1.
Okay.
Where one we think of? Yeah, n plus 1.
Close bracket TH.
Okay.
Good. But that's not the one we're gonna use, right? And this is used for what? Frequency what?
Table.
Table. So that last class.
So you use half
Half what?
n.
N.
close bracket.
Good. And what is N?
120.
Half of 120. Class half of 120.
60.
60. Go to 60. Back. You go across. And 60 come down to where? But we make sure that make sure it's accurate, yeah?
Yeah, in the line.
I had got 5.4 from my paper. Check your paper though. Why? No, from my paper I got 5.4, but this better not accurate.
Oh, so you drive.
Because I tried properly wrong. Remember I wash it off, yeah. Right, so it's supposed to come down to 5.4. Okay?
That's a quick one.
Five point four is what come down. Drop that.
Says estimate.
Yeah, but drop that. Oh, yeah. 5.4, whichever one again, okay? So that results in 5.4. Remember, it's kilograms. So kilograms, okay? That's the median. Remember, if you was to use the table, then we'll put 120 plus 1 is 121. Half of 121 is what? Half of 121 is what? We're going to put half of 121. 60.5. Good. And then 84 would have been here, right? Remember, half of 120 is what?
60.
No, yeah, would it be 60.5, we said? If you use this one, let's say if you use this
Yeah,
one.
we use the table, yeah.
You realize something here? It would have fallen somewhere between 5.3, which is 55, and 6.2. So, a case like this, the table is hard to use to figure out where it is. Okay? So then a case like that, this is the formula you have to use based on the what? The cumulative graph. Okay? You understand? So we know the number falls between 6.2 and 5.3 and 5.4 and 5.5 fall between those two. Okay?
One mark for this. A mark what? Two mark for the graph. And one for the other, you take 3, I don't.
Right. That's it for today, guys.
You want that for that?
We can tell the question now. The question asked.
How many more does ticket or two
Let's go. How many more girls chose cricket than track as their favorite sport? Again, what the first thing you have to do, guys, when you're dealing with graphs, what the first thing? Everybody, Dennis, Akila, what the first thing we do? What the first thing you will do?
check and see how many persons that we track and how many.
So very good. But before you go to here, you should always check something before that. Big with S.
The scale?
The what?
The scale?
The scale. Always make sure you understand the scale. Going this way, well, this is the words this way, this direction, and going up. So each dark line represents how much? Each dark line represents
Two.
2. Good. So I don't think we're not concerned with these below here. Well, yes. Oh, yes, see? So if this is 2, where 1 will be? In the middle. That means you're gonna drop in a space. 1 is in space. 1 is in a space here. 2, 3 is in this space. You understand? You got 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 1 in between here. So then, you're gonna look good. Trap is how much? Trap is how much? 12. And picket is how much?
17.
17. It falls within this space. You're not gonna see good on the board, but you'll see it good in your forwards if you print in the paper, okay? So 17. So you see the scale, guys? The scale is important. Just don't go jump and try to read it because this is the obvious one, but this is not the obvious one. Yes, sorry. Okay, what is it to do now? How many more girls chose cricket than track as their favorite sport? What do you do? Huh? Subtract. So 17 minus 12 gives us 5. Okay? So this is quick, easy reading of graphs. Anybody have that? I know some of you have not drawn it, but at least note how it is. You can do a quick sketch in your book. So when you refer to it, when you actually go print it, alright, you'll have it. Okay? So 12 and 17. I have to clean this down. If I do this, and their favorite sport for the remaining girls, the number who chose swimming compared to the number who chose football was in the ratio 2 to 3. So let's do the 11 girls first. We got back up. Somebody come to the board. Hey, that's good. Okay, somebody come to the board and find 11 for me, please. 11 girls chose what is it? Somebody come to the board quickly. Anybody? Excellent. But watch, now you have to want to dry it now. Dry it. How would you dry it? Tennis or swimming, is it? Tennis? Okay. Yeah. No problem. Very good. You work clap, guys. Thank you. What kind of weak clap that? What's over there? What's that, man? Let's go call in. Okay? Okay. We forgive her. It's supposed to be in this space, but we understand that you can't do well, okay? It's supposed to be up in this space here. Good. And also, it must be the same. From here to here is called what? The width. So you can't make this skinny or bony as we say, or maga. You must have the same width. Its own height, but the same width. And you can tell they are separated by 1 column. The bar is 2 columns, but they're separated by 1 column, okay? Now the next one says what? Swimming and football? Swimming and football? Swimming and football. What's the ratio? Which one was mentioned first? Swimming or football? So swimming will be the 2? 3. Now question. How are we going to find the actual numbers? Let me see who's thinking.
I don't know since out of all of the students from the secretary and then
Okay, so let's add up. This is what? 17? Let's go. 17 plus what?
12
Plus 12
plus 11
plus 11. Give you what to say?
40.
Good. And how much is the total?
35.
So 75 Give me 35. How can we break up this in the ratio of 35? We have 35 left. We have 35 to share between.
Fraction.
Yes. Begin a little hint. If this was money, I gave Dominique $2 and I gave Shakira $3. How much money left in my hand? So always remember that. What did I do? What could you do to get the 5? Now look at that 5. Look at that 35. Very good, very good. But I can just let's see who pick it up. The 5, the 35. You divide it. If I give up $5 all the time, how much I divided by 7? 35 divided by 5. Sorry, by 5 is 7. Okay? So 2 times 7 is 14, and 3 times 7 is, back check by adding up these two now. 14 plus 21, we back check to see we got 35. So Dominique got 14, well over time Shakira got 21. Everybody see that? Good. So somebody come to let's draw this one anyway. Let's draw. I don't want to move it. Oh, wait.
So use the information to complete the balance.
Oh, okay, good. So volunteers again. I'll call people, you know, be technical drive by now, you go. This is about a piece of cake for you. You know lines and angles and stuff. And Sonia, you want to come? Okay, no, you can do that. You can have it up. Okay, swimming. Yeah, but anyone you want to, whichever one you want to do. Whichever one is easy for you.
Can't think of this. That is Seneca great for you.
So CXC if this couple of not you. That's not 21. Class, tell you what 21 might be. Yeah, we have 4 lines and you build the 4. Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Good job. See there. Giovanni, come. Thank you, sir. Give him a clap as well, guys. Okay, right there. You see, he made a slight mistake early, but you have to pay attention to know when you want. Remember the first thing I said? You must recognize how the scale run. So some of you might think this one, this small line is 1. That's not 1. The 1 is halfway between the 2 dark lines. Give him a clap as well, guys. But that's fix that. That's why you don't share food, Tommy. Just tell you why it's all over the plate. Thank you. Pass it. Repeat again, just for the camera. Most frequent, the one that occurs the most, the popular. Those are 3 words you write down. Most frequent, occurs the most, or most popular. Or that's the word popular. But most popular, yes. Those are 3 words you use. So when you're looking at something, you have a modal class, and you have a mode. Okay? What is the mode? This is what? Football, which comes in at 21. So the mode is football. The mode sport is football. Next question, I don't want to roll up yet. This next question is.
One of the girls is selected at random. What is the provider traveler predict as her favorite sport?
Okay, one of the girls chosen that one. Read again, please. One of
The girl is selected at random. What is the probability that she chose to be the track or cricket as her favorite sport?
chose neither track nor cricket. Good. So how will we do this now? Want you to help me? She chose neither track. The girls chose neither track or cricket. So what does that mean to do? Huh? Take out those two, guys. So you take out those two, 75. What's the total of those two? 12 and 17? Gives you what? Okay, 9 from 15. Quickly, guys. 2 from 6. No, to find probability, you normally. When the question asks again, read the question again. Okay, good. Yes, I'm going to try. 46 over 75. I think this puts that this way. I don't think 3 could go into 46 now. And 3 could go into 45 15 times. So this remains like that. Okay? Or you can convert it into a percent. So when you divide 46 by 75, you know what percent you get. $61.3. So it's an either or situation. So everybody understand why we have 46 out of 75? That makes sense. Only 46 students out of the 75 participated in swimming, tennis, and football. The remainder went to track, which was 12, and 17 went to cricket. Do you understand? So it's a simple answer. How much math was this for this? 1 math? Good, because you subtracted the total of the 17 and the 12 from the 75 and the 46. Then you found 46 over 75, which that by itself can stand. And this can't go up to no lower than that. Okay, you understand? Mm-hmm. Good. That was an easy question. The last question in this is what now? On a pie chart, calculate the sector angle for football. I love this. In the old days, we had to create our own pie chart. Now Microsoft Excel does it for you. Microsoft Word can do it for you. ChatGPT could do it for you. But if you were to create your own pie chart, what would you do? First of all, what shape is a pie chart? A circle. What comes to mind when you hear circle? Like in terms of how do you measure a circle? 360 degrees. So that is crucial. How can you get it divided up into 360 degrees? So, they say now, that last page. When the question says last page, what the question say?
The information on the favorite sport.
I'm talking loud, but we can't pick it up.
The information on the favorite sport of the 75 girl is to be shown on a pie chart. Calculate the sector angle for football.
So football is how much? But tell me?
21.
21? 21 out of? Good. So again, 21 out of 75. And we just established a pie chart is a circle that deals with what? 360 degrees. How much each degree will be worth if 21 out of 75 goes into 360? What is next is Whenever you have to find something out of something, always remember you have to multiply. So 21 over 75, no, we don't use that calculator. Can you break down this? Look at 21 and 75. Very good. But tell me what the HCF was. 3. 3 to this goes. Good. Anything else? Get this breakdown? Yes, 5.
Yes, 5.
5 to this goes 5 times. 5 to 360, I don't know.
72.
72? Let me see, 5 to 36 was 7, yeah, 1. Yeah, 72. Okay. Okay, there's nothing to break down. 7 times 72. 7 2s are 40, carry 1. 7 times 7, 49 plus 1, 50. Very good. So 504 divided by 5. Use the calculators now. Good. Very good. 100.8. Okay? 100.8 degrees. You can write the word degrees, I can put the degree symbol, which is a small little circle. You guys stay with us? Okay.
Good night, y'all.
Let's go. The cumulative frequency curve below shows information about the times taken by 200 students. Always note the total. These are not given to you by chance. They are given to you for a purpose. You could actually read the graph and still see it. If it didn't mention it, you could still see it here. To solve a mathematics Olympiad problem. Now you have to help me now, guys, because I don't want to scroll up and scroll down. That's the main standard. Using the cumulative frequency curve shown above, find an estimate for the number of students who took more than 50 minutes to solve the problem. You know, minutes down here, you can cut off, but this is minutes down here. We're going to 50, everybody watching? We're going by 50 and we're going up. We stop here. You know I made a mistake? Who could tell me the mistake I made? I made a big mistake. The scale. So when I reach here now, I don't know what that line represents. Good. So let's see what the scale represents. We're going up by what? 160 to 180. That's what?
20.
20. So how much each line represent? No. 162, 164, 166, 168?
5, 10.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Or 10, 10.
No, the last class we had it as what? 4.
20.
5 4s are.
4, yeah, 20, yeah.
So if 5 can't walk, 4 has to walk. It's 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 164, 168, 172, 176, 180. So what did that line of me? 196. Thank you, sir. So here is 196. Remember, the scale is +4. Each line is +4. Down here is what? Let's see. Down here is what?
1.
Oh, this is regular. This is just 1. Every line represents 1. So down here is +1. So that's easy. Down here is easy. Now let's say what? What the question said? Skeet, what the question said?
Find an estimate for the number of students who took more than 50 minutes to solve the problem.
Well, so more than would be to what? To the left or to the right?
To the right.
Why? Because 51 minutes, 52, 53, that's more than 50 minutes, right? So these times over here will come up to here. So then, What do you think we should do? You want to see these times here? You can count them with me. But then ask
I mean,
you.
you can take it away, the 196 from the 200.
196 from 200. 4. What's that? So 4 persons, 4 students. But them who can't see, sorry. Here, and you came up another line here. Okay? So, as you could tell, it's 4 because what? Each line represents what? So if you didn't do this, you must be able to see it here. Okay? Simple peasy, easy peasy. But next question I ask now. The median. There are 2 ways you can find median. But this is the graph. What's the formula for finding the median for the graph? We had that last class when the Cardassian mathematics wasn't here. That's how I was here. Huh? It's the middle, but good median means middle, so you're on the track. It wasn't here.
Graphic and close graphic 2
TH.
from TH.
Yeah. The other one is what?
Third.
No. The other median, if you're dealing with the frequency table,
+1.
will be n plus 1. Good. So we're using this. What do you think n is?
The number of 200.
Remember I told her, you still up the other line, you know. 200 what? Participants, students. Should I ask you what is half of 200?
100.
100. So as Kadesi said, we're going to do the 100th man. You go straight across, whether you're on your phone or on paper. That's the question. It stop on one line or stop between the line? You look at between the line to me, but check your phones to see. Right there. Between, right? There is between. Can somebody tell me what time is that?
34. 34, no. 30.
31, 32, 33, 33 and a what? 33 and a half. What is this? This is minutes or hours? What is
Minutes.
this? Minutes?
Yeah.
No, you know when minutes like this, right? So what, give me this in actual time. Fix this half. You wouldn't say 0.5 in minutes. What would you say?
Seconds.
How much? 30 seconds. 33 minutes
0.3.
and 30 seconds. You're not wrong saying 33.5 minutes, eh? I just want to see if you have enough common sense to know that 0.5 minutes is what? 31 seconds. I got to remember to translate that 60 seconds make a minute. So half of 60 is 30 seconds. Sometimes they trick you that way. They didn't trick you that way this time. Yes, question? Yes?
Fast backers.
Yes. Check. Moving. What? Again, the just read it again, please. Can you can't pass what she was talking? Sorry. Again?
Probability that a student chosen at random took at most 28 minutes to solve the problem.
Took at most 28 minutes. Can somebody want to come show me 28 minutes, please? Elson, come. Come show me 28 minutes, quickly. Come on, roll it. 28 minutes. Yeah. So, question is, the probability that a student chosen at random took at most means what?
No more than.
Eh? No, you can't go no further than 28 then. Very good. So you deal with those that below. Huh? Yes, sir. 28. Kite up. You line up. You don't want to be pen up on the guy. Oh, wait, you pass the line. Bring it across now. It's on the line exactly, guys. So, what number is that? What number is that?
61.
64.
Oh yeah.
What is it,
That's
61?
no. Forget.
64. Remember each line
That's
represents 4.
4.
This is 64. Remember? And you can't go beyond, so we dealing with what? Down here. So 64 people out of how much?
100.
Can this be reduced?
Yeah.
Can somebody reduce that for me, Kalanje? Can you guys reduce that for me, please? Let me see who's the quickest. Huh? 8 over 25. What number you use? 8. 64 was 8 times. Okay, awesome. So you finished. This is the probability. Let's give it different ways the probability could be shown. It could be that. It could be what else?
Percent.
Give me the percent. 32% or 0.32. Remember again, I'm only willfully giving you all forms. You don't have to give all 3 to 16. When you reach here, this is already in its simplest form, this lowest term, you're going to further than here. Correction, we're using the upper class limit, not the midpoint. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. The upper class limit, not the lower class limit. From 10, you see 4, 8, 12. The thing adding 12?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, upper class limit. Remember those words. Say at 12 here. At 20, we're here. What number is this here, 20? Somebody can tell me?
Put your mouse on there.
It's in the middle. Let's go. 24, 28, 32, 34. This is 34. The question is, we have 12 here. We have 34 there. Remember, this is a cumulative frequency. So if this is 34, and this is 12, what's the difference? Remember, this is the cumulative frequency curve, so it was added upon. Good, so 22 is actually going to go here. And how do you know? When you do the cumulative frequency, 12 will be here, and then 12 and 22 will be here what? See 34 there now. See that? Good. So now, 30. 30 is what?
It's a part.
No, 50 but we don't change from that. Because the upper class limit, sir.
30 is 25.5.
Let's go 30. You see 60, 64, 66, 68, sorry, 72. Let's look at 78. No, 76, sorry. It's the curve, it's bending up. You say 30 here?
Yeah.
And you say go up to here. So this is at 76. So, yeah, 76. Huh? So what's the difference between here and here now? What's the difference? 42. So what goes here? It's 42 there?
Yeah.
Good. See the book of 42 already? So give me the others, please. Give Give me the others, guys. 84.
186.
Nothing.
Nothing here. How much goes here?
4.
And 4. And you should remember the 4. Everybody remember the 4?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now let's go. Let's back check this 84 for this. Let's back check. 40 goes right up to here. This is what, 160? Yeah, 160 minus 71.
6.
Give me what? So the 84 there? Okay? So what was he again? Sorry, 34 plus 42 is what? 34 plus 42? No, 76. 76 plus 84, as you just said, 160. Good. And then now we add 50. We're going up at this crap. The graph. So you tell me, you use the graph. Pardon? Of the average time, which is the mean. What's the symbol for mean, by the way? You could tell me.
N?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then what he has it now, what I talking about is sigma.
Yeah, the 6.
Sum of what?
Sum of F times X.
Over,
N over N.
or either N or sum of F. In this case, you could use F because, yeah, but then again, you could say use N because they tell you how much people. It was 200. Okay, so you still got 200 going on in here. When you add up all of this, you're not supposed to get 200, right? So wait to back check. Everybody add up this to back check? 36 plus 4 is 40. 40 plus 84, quickly. 40 plus 84. Yeah. 40, 124. 124 plus 42. 166. Then plus 22. 188 plus 12. 200, yes. We just back checking to make sure we get 200. Your numbers here must add up to 200. Okay? Yeah. So this is a sum. Sum of F is here, which is 200. And this will be the sum of Fx. So, the mean for me, Dominic, that times that is here. Shakira, that times that, give me that now quickly. Who's talking, Dino? Okay, the top one. 500 Shakira. Yes, ma'am. This is number they calculator. Let's go. 1,038. Somebody total everything now for me. Jabari total everything for me. Huh? Jabari total everything for me. Sum of FX.
Number 22 times 15.8.
Is it 341?
That's why we're looking. Wow.
And this is what? Back to? Alright. Now we make a correction. Let's go. Everybody add up this. Jabari, let's go. Back check for Jabari. I realize, unless I call people names, some people just don't do that, you know. It's like, I left the things for other people to do. I go to that. You know? Thank you, please. Thank you. 6,000. Good. 6,320 over 200. Somebody divide that now. 31.6. Correct. You rounded up? You rounded up?
No, that's all it is. That's all it is.
Okay, good. Good. So, the average time is 31.6 minutes. Good. The other trick question, this is a trick question there. It said, calculate an estimate of the average time. They didn't use the word mean. And I was being purposeful because you have to know it's the mean. It can't be median anyway. And it can't be mode. So they said the average time, obviously the mean. Right, but remember all three means average, eh? Mode, median, and mean are all averages. But this one is the arithmetic mean they are asking you for. Thank you guys. Stop it.
Thank you.
So now, question asks, this is 2025. 2025, January. This happened this year. This is your exam from this year. I don't know if any of you wrote it, but that's the exam of this year. Right. You know, some person might have voted. I'm not keeping track of everything. The table below shows the marks out of 10 that 40 students in a class gained on an essay writing test. 3 students gained 4 marks, 9 students got 6 marks, 8 students got 7, blah, 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 blah. All right. Oh, come on, Louise. Yes. I told somebody to call him, but they didn't call him. Let's see. All right. Calculate the student's mean score on the test. Again, we should know what mean stands for. Who can tell me what mean stands for? What's the symbol for mean again? What's the symbol for mean? I hear not the response, but I can hear the answer. What's the symbol for mean? You busy drinking and acting like this? Someone? What's the symbol for mean, people? Like angry, mean.
What's the calculate mean?
I know. What's the symbol for mean? The dash over the X. Very good. What's the formula now? Sum of fx over sum of x. I prefer this one because as you can see, you have to sum up. But then again, they still don't tell you it's 40. So this one still could have applied. So I'm not correlate the one with just the end. So let's use that one for correlate today, because we use the other one all the time. F times x over n. So 40 going there one time. The character is 40. Now we have x, we have f, we have x. Previously, they started you off with f times x. This time they did 6 did not start you off. You have to do the whole column yourself. So what do? If you have any paper printed, then you just simply create another column. Now somebody said cumulative frequency. When do you use cumulative frequency? There's 3 types of averages. Call them out for me. Mean, median, and mode. Cumulative frequency is used with which one? Guys, I'm not saying too much silence. No, which one is the mean, median, or mode? The median. Cumulative frequency always goes with the median. Median. Not median. What you say? There is a median. I got you on camera. Alright. Good. But the mean always goes with f times x. Then you sum them up. Sigma means to sum up. So Miss Peters, Dalton, you there? Hello, Monica. I said that my last name is. Oh, sorry. Peters Huggins, Sonia, Kalonji, Tamara, summer, not winter. Okay? How do I call our names? So I start spitting them out now. Next.
56.
Huh?
56.
56. Next.
57.
Okay, that you, but yes, I call people names already, so yeah, you know the right. So who's next? Tomorrow is you? Who was next before tomorrow? Kalanje.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, maybe you realize the numbers them switch? 72. 50. Monisha, some. So start typing fast. And you know why I said so? Because watch, all of you in here waiting for every number to go. And okay, they're gonna put 56 in my book because they ain't count 56 yet. Really? You're supposed to go ahead and then sum up. Sigma means sum up. Do not wait on people who keep in your back. In the exam, you know, maybe tell everybody in there, because this is going worldwide. Guys, you're free to send my video worldwide. I want my views go. So thank you, like that. What did you show me? Somebody back check that?
I got that too.
So she said. So we work like this. And I usually give remind me that the sum of fx equals, and the sum for this one, the sum of f is 40. Good, so we're cooking on gas, not electric stove. Davan, what goes here? Come on, I don't help you. I've been thinking that me again, I will laugh and have told you. Let me just go over the signature. Davan. Yes, the 300, that takes a lot of money easier. You guys need to be more observant. Answer. Huh?
7.5.
7.5. So that's the answer here for the mean score for the test. So again, when you're finding the mean, sometimes they're tricking and say average, but all three means average. But if they're tricking you and they say average, look to see if they tell you to do f times x. Got to know. The median is used for the cumulative frequency is used for the median, and you use the upper class one. The upper class limit. And then the mode is the easiest to find, which is the most frequent, common, occurring, popular. All those words apply. Okay? I have to clean the board now, so when we're late, start taking pictures of the What it is, we just this formula like 3 classes in a row, so don't forget it. It's a Greek letter, means sum of. Sum of, but its actual name is called sigma. But it means sum of. Something like in maths, like theta, which represents an angle, is a Greek letter. Alpha, omega, gamma, kappa, lambda, epsilon, all those are Greek letters. We have our own alphabet, we don't follow the Greek. Okay, I see two of them. The modal map and the median map. So I'm going to back up. Huh? Sorry? What's the modal map? Guys, what's the modal map? So we're going to write down the 9 or the 6? 6. The map, the arcs for the modal map. The modal map is 6. How do you know that's the modal map? The most occurring. Good. Now how do you find the median map? Should I write 4 3 times? 1, 2, 3, Then write 6 how much times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is the total waste of our time and ink, okay? So what we just established to find the media. But you know what? Something called, she said it all afternoon. Not you, Erica was saying it. When I asked what's the mean, you bust it out and say, nah, she didn't remember she mistakes. Guys, I just asked you, to find the media, you need to know what? Somebody say, cumulative. We just a while ago said, brought the thing. Let's go. I got rewind you. Cumulative frequency, you know, SCF, so for short. Cumulative frequency. So we have the first number we have is what? 3. We have 3 4s. Next number is what? So 3 plus 9 give us what? 12. 12 plus 8 give us what? Okay, and then the loops thing now. Next. Coming next. Coming next.
The next number be 35.
95.
Next number be 45.
Remember I said last class that this 40 lets you know you're on track. Because you have to accumulate to 40. Now, if you're using the table, what we use for the median, who remembers?
Using table.
Yes, I gave you 2 last class.
Then I have n plus 1.
Half open bracket n plus 1, close bracket
TH.
t.
I'm being an English teacher.
So, what is n? N is always 40. Half of 41. 20.5. So look at these numbers over here now. We have 444. Then we have 6666666. It's 9 of them. So how much numbers gone? How much numbers gone now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 plus 9 is 12. Everybody see that?
Yes.
3 plus 9 is 12. It's accumulating, it's building up. So within this 12 is the 3 and the 9. I want you to understand that. Then you reach to here. 20. What's the median? 20.5. So then the median will be real. Between this 7. This is my marker, man. What do you mean you want it? This is my markers, you know. If I'm doing it, this is working good. So 20.5 is somewhere between 7 and 8. Everybody agree?
Yes.
Because the 7th number stops here. The 7th number. I say wrong. The 20th number, sorry, stops here. Remember 20 is half of what? Good. And we're going to 20.5. So it's bigger than these. And this is 20 is less than 20.5. So it's coming up to this. So it's between 7 and 8. That these two numbers between these two. Understand? So the 20. So what you do now, you do 7 plus 8. We back check. The plus 8 is 15, yes. Divided by 2. 15 divided by 2 is what? It makes sense.
What if you had that part there you have in red, do you get the master?
I can't tell me what's how CXC going to treat you.
That's what I had, but I just didn't have the first one.
Well, I'm telling you, once you mentioned 7.5,
I mentioned 7.5. I had the part where you have written in red. But I didn't have those in black.
what this is saying? What this is saying? Yeah, sorry. We say 4 how many times? How many times I do write 4? How many times I do write 6? Good. And how much time we have to write 7 if we add on 7?
8.
Good. So by the time we reach the last 8, just put some dots here. Right between that the last 8, the last one, sorry, the last 7, sorry. 8 starts here. How much 8 we're gonna put? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now the median is somewhere between 7 and what? 8. And we know half of between 7 and 8 is what? 7 point. Okay? The median could end up not being one of the items on one of the members. You understand? The median is not concerned about that. For example, say the shoe size is 9 and his is 9.5, and you're going to battle between the two of them, and you realize that they have a certain amount of 9s, a certain amount of 9.5, and you realize the median has got to drop between the 9 and 9.5. Then you weigh 9.5. Sorry, then you weigh 9 and a quarter, sorry. But the median still has to be picked half between your size, 9.5, and what? 9. Okay? So that's how the median operates. You don't have to always look for a number that is in the scheme of things. I confuse anybody? Anybody not doing anything here? Anybody want to recap anything here? Okay, using the information in the table below, everybody read with me please, after 212. Using the information in the table below, a pie chart is constructed to represent marks students gain. Marks are between 3 and 4. Is 3 included and is 4 included? I'm asking.
No, it's about wine, not
What the symbols? Excuse what I said. What the symbols? Is 3 or 4
Yeah,
included?
included, yeah.
Right, once you see the R equal to, that means it's actually 3 or 4.
I wasn't watching it.
Or between years, or whatever number between the years. Good. Calculate the angle for the sector representing the interval marked 5 is less than or equal to x, x less than or equal to 6 in the pie chart.
What's the exact pie chart?
No, it said calculate the angle. You have to draw it.
The pie chart. Okay.
So how do you calculate the angle for this? Huh? Remember last class, right?
And then you said it's not 360, but the line is
Good.
180.
A circle is 360.
And the line was it, wait,
Okay, center good. But we ain't concerned about this because we're not actually drawing it. So the center point is not necessarily the point. You need to know the 360. Tell Andrea with us today. You answered that question, Mr. Ariel, and we went to you now. Okay, I want to answer that question.
He answered 56 and he was, yeah.
Force him. They want to force somebody.
What, why challenge you?
Start at 0.
Question, guys. If I'm going to say 10 people in here and 3 people came late, and I want to put that on a pie chart, what did I just establish by my statement? This is the word I say. How many persons in here? No, I didn't say that. Okay. How much was late? So how would I represent that to find that out of 360?
3 over 10.
3 over 10.
The more like the black. So then what is missing from this? 9 over something, very good. Let's not to make sure 30 plus 15 is what? 28 plus 9
37.
Plus 3, 40, good. So 9 over, remember to find the angle is simply to put what you're looking for over the total frequency and times it by what? 360. So my question to you, they didn't ask you this, or if you were going to look for the first row, what would be the numbers in this? 3 over 40. That was the last row, you know be what?
13 over.
Thank you. So they asked you to do all, then you work on all. And you realize all the angles, when you add up all the angles,
Supposed to add up to 360.
360. Okay? Good. So let's work it out now. 0 gone, 0 gone. Can 4 going to 36?
Yes.
9 times. 9 times 9? 81. You see when you 9 times tables how fast you move? You know 9 times tables, somebody will be pulling calculator to do that. Learn your timetables. I told her when I became a teacher, I didn't remember my timetable. But I used to just put my book here, get the back turn to the back, and ask the students question, what they be. So they answered me. Then what do you think I did after? I went home and learned the timetables as a big man. Learn the timetables, make your work easy. So we do this, calculate the angle. What's next?
Then we will shows 2 pair 6-sided dice here. Right on the left, which is 2 pair 6-sided dice, P and Q.
Yeah. You guys know dice is plural, right?
Yes.
And singular is die. So if you play with one die, you should be saying pass the dice.
As they,
Yes, the pass is one die, 2 dice.
so DYE.
No, it's the D-I-E.
DIE.
It's the D-I-E. It's on the board. Okay?
I didn't.
So words, do you know that stadium, the plural for stadium is where it's supposed to be stadia?
What?
But America make it stadiums. Curriculum, plural is what? Curricula. Curriculum is singular, curricula is plural. Stadium is single, stadia is plural. There are others that similar but not with that kind of ending. How about syllabus?
What about octopus?
Why? There's syllabus, syllabi, octopus, octopi. It's true? Good. Alright? So some plural don't end in S, are that right? Some plurals depend on the language it came from. The language it came from wouldn't have S as the plural, it would have another formation. So think that is easy to know as grown-ups. Okay, so teaching us something.
English.
So die is one of them. Die is singular. So now say about past the dies. And you're talking about one.
And actually with 81.
Which one?
The answer you have to
Say 81 here?
do. Yeah.
Oh, 81 degrees. Oh, that's what we mean. 5 degrees, guys. Going once, going twice. Smooth. Let's go. 6 numbers on the die. P, die P. 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. 6 numbers on the die Q are 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. When a die is rolled, the score is the number on the top face. But that happens in real life anyway. So they're making a map, okay? The one that's at the top face is what we use, okay? Die P is rolled once. Come on.
Yeah. How's it going?
Die P is rolled once. What is the probability that the score is not 2? Wow, we didn't have the answer?
Yes.
Tell me. How much? Yeah, go ahead.
1 over 6.
But read the question. You're on track, but you read the question properly. Go ahead, sir. 5 out of 6. Tell the class why you get 5 out of 6.
Oh, okay, okay, so I'm bringing it.
Madam.
But it's not 2, okay, I got you. It's
Right,
not-
not 2. So, what the remainder means? You have 5 more. And 5 more out of 6. So you have 5 out of 6 chances to get something else besides 2.
Yeah, really wrong.
You will know? Explain to me what this is.
There are 12 chances to get another number that is 2.
Why?
There are 6 chances to get another number.
This man. Good, so 5 out of 6. The next question is, I can't see it.
The IQ.
The IQ is rolled twice, but the probability is that the score is 1 both times.
Wait, read that again?
The IQ is rolled twice, but there's a probability that the score is
one
both times.
Or each time is 1-1.
Yes.
So exclude the second throw. For it to be 1 in the first throw, what's the probability? 3 out of 6. Tell them why you get 3 out of 6 up. 3, 1, 0. So you got half the chance.
Yeah.
And when you remember you say T, you don't that's 3 out of 6. You got to put a fraction in it. Put a fraction in it. Or simplest form. Very good. So 3 out of 6, which is really, he has half of a chance. Good. But that's the first throw. First throw. Second throw will be what? Right, then listen up here. What will be the second throw? Huh? Then listen. If the first throw has in half, that is 3 ones out of 6, and you're going to throw the same die. Would the 3 out of 6 change? No. But because it's 2 throws, you have now what? 1, 2, 3. Give me the numbers what? 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. So you have a half of a chance here, and you have what? Another half here. Huh? So half of half is what? What? Half of half, guys. No. If you got pizza, you cut it in half. And you cut the half in half. You give me 1 to 4?
Why just say it? You said no.
You just give out, you take 3 years to say that, what you just said.
I said before you asked that. So another 4?
Now the reason why this occurs is because you can have, everybody watch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what, 10? Everybody watching? Yeah. This one will go with this now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what, 15. I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what? I'm here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25. I reach. I need remember.
25.
Right. I get last.
You don't get last, no, because the next question will put you in.
Yeah, the point is though, don't worry about that. The point is, multiply the 2 probabilities. Okay? Not add them. Multiply them. Positive.
It was 72 times. calculate an estimate of the number of times score is 3.
Die what Q is it?
Die Q is
Oh.
rolled 72 times.
Question, everybody realize the relation between 36 and 72? What's the relationship? Right. If you double 36, you get 72. If you half 72, you get 36. Read the question again now.
Die Q is rolled 72 times. Calculate an estimate of the number of times the score is 3.
Question, how much times this score could be? How much times this score is achieved?
1,
1 out of
6.
1 out of 6. So if you throw a die that has on 6, right? This is throw how many times?
72 times.
Right. So out of the 72 times, chances are 60 to 72. 12.
Yeah.
You have 12 chances up to 72 tries to get a 3. So if I put 12 over 72, what do you think you get as a reduced fraction?
116.
But see that?
Yeah.
Good. So if I try die 72 times, you got 6 sides you can roll on. So chances are it don't have to happen, but it could land on 1 12 times, okay? So 1 6 of 72. You report. Oh, you want to do a study? Sorry. Come on.
Yes. Come on.
That's it? That's the first question?
Yeah.
So take a break with that.
No.
No, one more.
Yeah. Next time.
With the positivity, right?
No.
No?
Each die is rolled once.
Oh, the scroll up there, the scroll up.
Yeah, probability.
I like this one here. Everybody read. Corey was reading. Everybody reading, Corey. Let's go. After 2, 1, 2.
My name is Erica Malcolm. Thank you.
Corey, let's go again. After 2, 1, 2. The product of the scores is recorded. The sample space in the diagram is shown below. Somebody understand what's going on here? 1 times 0 is? 1 times 0 is? Why do you think all these are 0? 0. Anything times 0 is 0. That's why this one is 0 too. Because 0 is over here as well. Okay? The numbers that start to show, anything times 1 is itself. So whatever is here will come back here. And then from that you start to balloon to bigger numbers. Find the probability that the product of the scores is 2 or 3. What's the probability the score is 2 or 3? What's the probability the score is 2 or 3? Somebody, you come on, right? So, when we do this column, not 2 or not 3. Well, how many 2s we have here? 7? 6. No, 7. Okay, that's all right.
And 5 trees.
How much 3s?
5. 5.
So how much 2s or 3s we have?
7, 2,
Good. 7 2s.
and 5 trees.
Which is what?
12.
What's the total of these? What is the, how much going up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
36 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the same 36 we're dealing with, okay? If you try two dies, you recognize that you're below to what? 36. Okay? So as a result now, find the probability that the product of the scores is 2 or 3. What's the answer? I don't want you to add. 12 over. Remember, probabilities are with a fraction, a decimal, or a percent. So I always remember you end up into a fraction, so you say and you should say supposed to be 12 over 36, not 12 and 36. Okay? I'm a problem with this.
Professor.
What do you hear? She said, I think we might want to. Is it back there, Mokul? Oh, yeah, then inside, can be inside. Twelve to 7 goes. 12 to 36. So another thing you must recognize when things could break down, okay? So person said they said it, but I wasn't paying attention, so I apologize for that.